What is up, gamers? Man, it has been a long time. I'm really happy to be here. So, I've got something that's maybe a first for this channel, if I'm remembering correctly. I have a brand new recording setup here. So, I've got this webcam, and obviously you can't see it because I'm recording with it. Haha, duh. Very fancy Japanese camera. It's pretty cool though. Hopefully you guys can see it properly. I don't know what else to say. I used to use this crazy gooseneck thing and my phone to record these, and it made the audio not so great. So what I'm doing now is I'm using this webcam, Toyger. I think it's pretty good actually. I'm fairly impressed with the quality. I've done some tests with it, and it turned out pretty good. So I'm recording with this, and instead of using, as I typically used to do, my phone on a gooseneck, making the audio very uneven, I just have a headset microphone here, and I've spaced it out so hopefully you guys don't hear my disgusting, sweaty halitosis and pork rinds breath, but whatever. You know, people breathe, so if you want to give me a hard time for breathing, then, sue me or whatever. But let's get into the subject of this video. This is really just a glorified test for this webcam, but hey, we might as well test it on something cool. So, I got here a Pokemon trading card game League Battle Deck Charizard EX. This deck is very cool. It is all Kanto Pokemon. They got the deck list on the back here. You'll see the Pokemon is Charizard EX, Charmeleon, Charmander, Pidgeot EX, Pidgeotto, Pidgey, and Moltres. So it's all fire and flying types with a fire flying type. And then there's like almost all the deck is trainer cards. Cool, I guess. Okay. So I've been getting back into Pokemon cards because my nephew is into Pokemon cards, and we just like to play them together as just kind of like a family bonding activity, right? And what I like to do is I'll buy a starter deck for him, a starter deck for me, because usually these battle decks, they come in pairs, right? So I'll get one pair, and I'll let him pick the first one, and then I'll take the other one. And I have to play with a special handicap though, because I'm older obviously, and I'm more experienced with card games compared to my nephew, right? Because he's a little kid. I am not allowed to change the deck at all. Like, I haven't even updated any of the arts. I guess I could do that because that's keeping the same cards. They're just different arts. But like, I can't change this deck, so I can't add more energy cards. I can't add more Pokemon. I have the Venusaur deck. I think this is from Sword and Shield, right? But it's like whatever, man. He doesn't care. He doesn't know about the different series. Yeah, so let's actually just get into opening this already. I've just been talking about my family and like blog posting about like my life or some stuff that nobody cares about. Let's actually look at these Pokemon cards. They're pretty cool, actually. Yeah, so we'll look at the actual cards in the, the thing video proper instead of just reading the back. All right, let's check it out. Oh, I got this little tray here. I am going to try and like, what is this? This is like a mint case or something. What in the world? Okay, I'm really perplexed here. What am I even looking at? Is this supposed to be like a case for the dice or something? I've never seen such a thing before. It's a little hard to manipulate with gloves, but yeah, what? Well, now I gotta go. Oops. I hope you guys didn't hear me banging on that table. Let's see. Accessory box. Okay, so instead of a dice bag, I have dice bags. I have a lot of those. You use this little box. Okay, that's cool, I guess. I don't think I'd use that, and it also definitely will not fit in this box. And also, I would just put the coins and all this other stuff in a box anyway, so it's whatever. But you got some damage counter dice. Very cool. I think I bought a few of those at like some store, and I gave them to my nephew when he was getting into Pokemon cards. Oh, okay. I'm censoring that part out. I don't want you guys to see the code card, because obviously I may end up giving this to my nephew. I don't know if he plays the Pokemon cards online, but yeah, I'll probably hang on to that for him. So yeah, I know I missed the EX cards I'll cover these beauties in a bit because, I mean, they're just so cool. You get 6 foil cards, man. Back in my day, I had the Do the Wave starter deck, so I think that did actually come with the foil Jigglypuff. Back in my day, we did not have such fancy decks, and oh man, look at that. Okay, Charmander. I guess he's the main Pokemon of the deck, and yeah, I can't really zoom in, but I can move this up, so that's cool. And because I can look at my computer screen directly ahead of me, I can see that it is in focus, and whoa, it's kind of freaking out a little bit there. That's alright. So he's 70 HP, basic fire type Pokemon. Blazing Destruction, no damage, but it discards a stadium in play. And then Steady Fire Breathing, 2 fire energy, does 30 damage, weak to water. Yeah, I guess that's good. I don't know. I haven't played Pokemon since like the first Diamond and Pearl set, so I have no idea how these are. So let's see, we got Rare Candy here. Choose one of your basic Pokemon in play. If you have a stage 2 card in your hand that evolves from that Pokemon, put that onto the basic Pokemon to evolve it, skipping the stage 1. Oh, okay, it's like Pokemon Breeder or Pokemon Trader in the old game, or maybe Rare Candy did do that in the old game. I'm so old I don't even remember properly. Iono. Each player shuffles their hand and puts it on the bottom of their deck. If either player put in cards on the bottom of their deck this way, each player draws a card for each of their remaining prize cards. Okay, that's pretty annoying if you're beating the crap out of your opponent. Ultra Ball. Okay, you can use this if you discard 2 other cards from your hand, and then you can search your deck for any Pokemon, reveal it, and put it into your hand. Yeah, Pokemon has some stuff that makes like Pot of Greed look modest. Just basic fire energy. Cool. Artazon. Once during each player's turn, that player may search their deck for a basic Pokemon that doesn't have a rule box and put it onto the bench. Then that player shuffles their deck. EX, V, etc. have rule boxes, and that's a stadium, so don't use that with Charmander. Boss's Order. Oh, cool. It's what's his face? Gay Cheese from Pokemon Black and White. And oh, sorry, I wasn't in focus. Alright, so anyway, switch one Pokemon on your opponent's bench to the active spot. Okay, so it just forces a switch. Isn't that Gust of Wind? I don't remember. Moltres. Okay. Moltres is a basic, obviously. He's got 120 HP, and if this Pokemon has any fire energy attached, it has no retreat cost. I think this deck is all fire energy, so that's like never not going to happen. And then you can discard 2 fire energy, and this attack does 120 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. Okay, yeah, I don't know about that. It targets anything, but I guess the idea is you'll swap them out if you can't hit anything. But like, if he's your only guy, that really sucks. But let's see, he's weak against electric and resists ground or fighting, whatever. And Charmeleon, we got a Charmeleonaire here. Okay, Flame Veil, prevent all effects of attacks used by the opponent's Pokemon, but damage is not an effect. And then Combustion, just 2 energy, 50 damage, 90 HP. That's okay. Another basic fire energy. I'm pretty sure the whole deck is fire energy. Technical Machine Evolution. Okay, so this just gives it an attack similar to the video games. Let's see. Evolution, 1 colorless. You can choose up to 2 Pokemon. Choose up to 2 of your benched Pokemon. For each of those Pokemon, search your deck for a card that evolves from that Pokemon and put onto that Pokemon to evolve it. Then shuffle your deck. Oh, that's actually really good. You can evolve 2 guys in one go. That's pretty sweet, yeah. And here we go, Pidgey. Okay, so 50 HP, normal type. It's weak against electric, resists fighting, ground. I don't know what they call it in this. I know in the card games they call steel metal, which makes more sense than the video games, because not all steel types are actually made of steel, because you have like Copperajah and Bronzong, right? Those are the first ones I thought of. So Call for Family, 1 colorless, search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon, put them onto your bench, then shuffle your deck. Pretty good opening move just to get the ball rolling. Then 2 energy, tackle, 20 damage, kind of mediocre compared to the other 2 energy attacks in the deck. And Pidgeotto, for 1 energy, it does 20 damage, and he's got 80 HP, same abilities and stuff. Okay, so the middle stages are kind of not so good, but you have a lot of ways to just kind of cheat past them, which I think is a pretty wise strategy. Oh, it's Professor's Research. I remember this from classic Pokemon, Professor Oak. You'd always play him, and you would just discard your hand and draw 7 cards. But if you had no cards in hand or just one junk card that you didn't need, this was basically just to extend your combo. And this was back when there wasn't the supporter rule, so you could just play like a billion Pokemon or a billion supporter cards. See if I can just get this zoomed in a little bit. This crane neck is kind of cool, right? Because I can do this. Ooh, check that out. Yeah, I can do this, right? I can kind of tilt this a little bit. It's kind of weird, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. And there's like a little light affixed to it too. It's kind of cool. The only thing is when I'm like adjusting it and manipulating it, it kind of is like not so good. But anyway, oh, that's really good now. Okay. Yeah, we're learning as we go. We got Buddy Poffin. Search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon with 7 HP or less and put them onto your bench, then shuffle your deck. Okay, that's pretty good if, say, you have a Charmeleon and a Pidgeotto in your hand and you don't have anything to actually evolve them into. You can at least get the guy that you need. We got Arven. That reminds me of the guy from Final Fantasy 15. Yeah, I was going to say 14, but I was like, that's the MMO, that's not it. Anyway, search your deck for an item card and a Pokemon tool, reveal them, put it into your hand. Okay, so that's just to help get the Poffins and the TMs and other stuff. Rare candies is another good example. Okay, so there, I'm seeing the strategy. Ooh, another rare candy. This is a pretty good card for just cheating evolutions. Again, this is a pretty good card for just grabbing Pokemon you need. This is good for cycling through your deck. More fire energies, more Charmeleons, more Poffins, Super Rod. Shuffle up to in. Oh my gosh, I can't read. Shuffle up to 3 in any combination of Pokemon and basic energy cards from your discard pile into your deck. That actually kind of sucks. Like, what are the odds that you're going to redraw those? Anyway, switch. Pretty good. Switch one of your active Pokemon with your bench Pokemon. Not bad. Defiance Band. What does this do? If you have more prize cards remaining than your opponent, the attacks of the Pokemon this card is attached to do 30 more damage. Okay, that's pretty good. It's a very good win more thing. Iono, another Iono. Is she a star? No, she's a diamond. Another basic fire energy, another Charmander. A lot of rare candies. I actually don't mind that because, again, you want to skip past those middle stages. They're kind of not so great. Moltres is okay. He can snipe people, but he can't really fight directly. Professor's Research and another Boss's Orders. Pretty good. Basic fire energy. Another rare candy. I think that's the 4th one. Another Buddy Poffin. Pretty good. Charmander. I think I've pretty much shown everything in the deck. I'll just go through to make sure. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So yeah, I get the strategy. You want to like build up to these EXs. Let me just see. I want to be careful with this because, you know, these things, what do I want to call them? Like these plastic frames. I became Asian for a second. Oh, okay. Some card games, they put these in like little like hooked latches, so when you try to pull the card out, it like dings it, but these look like they're just in like a groove instead. Okay, awesome. Whew. Great, I didn't mess up those cards. These look so cool. Look at these, man. Okay. Let's go over, I guess, yeah, I'll just do Charizard EX, the star of the deck, since he's here. Look at that, that's very gorgeous. I don't know why he's dark type. That reminds me of EX Delta Species. That was back in my day when I played Pokemon. Let's see, as long as this Pokemon is on your bench, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks. Oh, okay, so he can't get sniped. That is annoying. Wow. And he's got 330 HP. That is powerful. Okay. Ability is Infernal Rain. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may search your deck for up to 3 basic fire energy and attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like, then shuffle your deck. Ah, I see. Okay, so the strategy is just get Charizard EX and then load up your bench and go to the races, right? Because you just need to start slamming all those fire energies, and you have you don't have that many, which kind of makes me a little cautious. Like, how does this deck work if you don't have Energy Search or anything? I guess this guy's like Energy Sturch. Yeah, It's energy search on steroids, because you grab 3 of those and attach them to your Pokemon in any way. You can even give him 2, get him ready to attack. And this attack does 30 more damage for each prize card your opponent has taken. Wow, that's rough. Okay, and 3 of those. That is really cool. And let's see, what do we got here? I'll take a look at this item card first. It's got a very cool frame. It's got this like pink, blue kind of thing going on. Ace Spec. You can't have more than 1 Ace Spec card in your hand. It's a little hard to see because it's foiling. There we go. It's kind of got this like cross polygonal type texture. Anyway, switch one of your opponent's benched Pokemon to the active spot. If you do, switch your active Pokemon with one of your benched Pokemon. Okay, that's pretty helpful for Moltres, since Moltres kind of doesn't always want to be fighting his enemy face to face. So say you want to like put somebody that Moltres can get like a, I don't know, let's just pick a grass type, like a Chikorita. Let's say you want to murder your opponent's Chikorita, but he's kind of safe from Moltres. Can I even find a Moltres? Yeah, because Blazing Flight doesn't actually damage the Pokemon directly in front of it. It only hits somebody on the bench. So you could do that, and then set up a kill with that, I guess. That's one thing I can imagine from that. Maybe I'm wrong though. But let's take a look at Pidgeot EX. Oh, look at that. Quick search. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for a card, and put it into your hand, and then shuffle your deck. You can't use more than 1 quick search ability each turn. Okay, so there's only 2, but I could see this getting out of hand if you had a full set. And then Blustery Wind. You may discard a stadium in play. Okay, that's pretty good. Alright, I like that a lot. Now, I guess I'm just going to get to the ASMR card sleeving part, because this has already been kind of like 15 minutes, kind of long. Well, obviously I'm going to censor out that part where I accidentally showed the code card. And cool, I think I got this dragon sleeves, yeah. I think someone called it dragon sleeves, and that's pretty accurate to what it is. Ah, there we go, okay. Yeah, so, I don't know, what else can I say? I don't know, Pokemon is kind of a fun game. I do like the art. I like how, because I've played a bit of Yu-Gi-Oh! Obviously. You know, from my channel, I have like the Yu-Gi-Oh! Cube vid and stuff like that. So I'm familiar enough with Yu-Gi-Oh! To know how like Yu-Gi-Oh! Has like crazy searching, where it's like Elemental Hero Stratos, search for a hero card, and then you have 3 E-Call in that deck, and then Return was a reinforcement of the army. I'm thinking of Return of the Century or whatever, the warrior returning alive, that's the card. Yeah, but I'm thinking of stuff like that in Yu-Gi-Oh! Where it's just like insane search abilities and stuff like that. And it's like, good grief, man. How could a game get any more insane than that? And you just have a dude who's just like, oh, search anything in your deck once per turn. That's ridiculous. Oh, I forgot to go over his stats. 280 HP, 120 damage. This guy does 180 damage for 2 fire energy. That's a lot of work to get like from Charmander to Charmeleon, but I guess that's a good payoff because, you know, 70 HP, Charmeleon has what, 90 HP? So if you get knocked out at any point in between, you're kind of like screwed and all that investment's gone. So I guess it makes sense that you would have like this big payoff. But yeah, this I mean, I kind of like how Pokemon just kind of embraced being like this overpowered BS game where everything is like horrendously broken and unbalanced. That's actually kind of funny. I respect that, actually. I personally prefer low-powered balanced games because I'm a boring old man, but I really think that's funny. Let me just see. Oh, this thing was this thing was like curved the whole time. You honestly couldn't even tell. That's how good this is. Anyway, yeah, I don't know what to say. The glare kind of sucks. I have like multiple light sources because I'm trying to like this is my first time actually using this, apart from like the 2 times I tested this like 10 minutes before, where all I did was I literally just said testing, 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 and just kind of waved my hands around, and then went to like the recording and was like, okay, did that actually save properly, or is it just like a black screen, you know? Because obviously I'm not gonna hit record and then actually open the box and do all that stuff until I'm for sure that it's gonna work properly. Oh, I grabbed 2 cards. This art's really cool. I guess I should touch on that a little bit. The art has remained pretty consistent in my eyes. I like that this deck is like all based in Chad Cantomons, and there's some of these characters from the new games, but I don't even really care about them. Yeah, like this chick, I don't know what her deal is. Well, I'm not gonna say it. It's kind of not nice towards women, or you know, a certain kind of woman, I guess I should say. That just makes it sound even worse. So you don't even know what I mean. Yeah, and like I don't know about this. Like, is this appropriate in a kids game? She's like showing off her midriff and stuff like that. It's not very modest. I don't know about that. You know, this used to be a family-friendly game, but now I'm just gonna be a no fun allowed uh, Scrooge and just hate everything. And ooh, my back. I'm like standing perfectly erect, just so I'm not like hunched over, and also because I can't really recline and also get a good look at my table unless I want to make my table some kind of weird like couch type thing. And let me grab another handful of these. Oh, I guess I should have mentioned there's burn and poison counters in here, but this deck doesn't have any burning, it doesn't have any poisoning. Kind of surprising because this is a fire deck actually, but it doesn't burn people. Oh, ouch. Okay. Oh, I was just trying to squeeze in a little bit. Ooh, I'm starting to get a little hot. This big bulky sweater I got on. Anyway, we're almost done sleeving this. I don't know if you guys even like this. This might just be boring. Obviously, if you don't give a crap, you can just turn the video off. I don't mind that. I'm not going to be offended if you don't watch my gay little trading card videos. I frankly find these are boring, but who knows? Maybe you have sleepy difficulties. Perhaps you suffer from a fairly common condition known as insomnia, and maybe listening to a really monotone Spurg talk about children's card games is exactly what you need to send you to dreamland. Who knows? Anyway, down to like the last 15 or so cards, right? So that's good. Yeah, Toyger webcam, pretty good honestly. Still a couple things I'm not 100% keen on, just because it's probably more because I don't fully understand how this device works. Device. Jeez. I'm sounding like I don't even know. Yeah, these sleeves are kind of weird because they've obviously got a bunch of air in them, because I mean I've never used them. You even saw me just open them up for the first time. But yeah, if this is what you're into, like just listening to some guy drone on and this helps you get to sleep, I say more power to you, you know? I think if you do I don't know, 5 minutes of stretches, drink a warm glass of milk, and then put this on, you probably get a pretty good night's sleep. I don't know if you'll dream about anything good. You probably dream about something really screwed up and like just ghastly. But apart from that, I think, oh man, I almost had the perfect amount of sleeves. I was gonna say, I need one more actually. Cool. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I don't have anything else to say, to be honest. I've ran out of topics and stuff already, so yeah, that's kind of all I gotta say. And yeah, I shuffled it. I ruined the virginity of this deck. Ah. Oh my gosh, I'm fumbling everywhere. let's see, I need one more sleeve. Let me just pull one extra one out of here. And yeah, no code card for you. I'm not sure if my nephew plays Pokemon online, but if he does, that will be for him. If he doesn't, I don't know. I'll just hang on to it. I'm not giving it to you, greasewads. No, I know you guys take showers and bathe and use deodorant. You're good boys. Yeah, so pretty cool deck. Got like 6 foil cards, a lot of good stuff actually. The deck is almost all trainer cards, which I find is the most insane thing ever, but I mean, it works, I guess. Sorry gamers, there was a bit of an abrupt cut there due to some audio difficulties. My headset decided it would be a really cool idea to just cut out halfway through the test hand part, but whatever. At least the main video was salvaged, and this deck is insane, but I'm still going to show off the test hand just because, like, I feel like that's content, so I need to do it, okay? Oh, hang on, actually that's wrong. So in Pokemon, you do not do the prize cards or shields or whatever first like you do in Wixos or Yu-Gi-Oh! You actually draw 7 cards like Magic the Gathering. I don't have any basic Pokemon, so I have to shuffle and redraw. Very cool. Yeah, this will work. Okay, cool. So, and then after you draw your opening hand, you put down your 6 prize cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is my deck right here. Whoops, I almost touched the wire. Okay, so what do I want to do? Unfortunately, I do not really have anything. Item card or a Pokemon tool. So I'll play Charmander, I'll play this energy, and then let me just see what I want to do. I guess you put Artisan on the field. Once during each player's turn, you can search your deck for a Pokemon that doesn't have a rule box. So I guess I want to grab let's see, what do I have in my hand? I have Pidgeot. I need, let's see. Need, what's his face? Charmeleon, I guess? No, actually, no, I can't grab the Charizard. I just realized that, dummy. Yeah. This is a little awkward. I guess I'll just take Pidgey. And then I'll put that on my bench. And then we use Arven, and I can search my deck for an item and a Pokemon tool. And a Pokemon tool. Okay, cool. I guess I'll grab a rare candy and a TM evolution. Actually, rare candy isn't a very good choice. I'm gonna pick Buddy Poffin. Just because I need to load up my bench with some pocket monsters. Yeah, I'm calling them that. Okay, so I used my 1 supporter, so then I'm gonna use Buddy Poffin. Yeah, this is just Yu-Gi-Oh! You're just searching your deck a bunch. So they have to be under 70 HP or 70 or less. So grab a Charmander, grab a Pidgey. There we go. We got my crew set up. Next turn, my opponent's Bulbasaur is going to do like 20 damage or 10 damage actually. And then I'm just going to slap Technical Machine Evolution. And then I'm going to go search for a Charmeleon. Yeah, right here. Okay, so he levels up. And then I guess it would be pretty wise to just start stacking Charmeleons and Charmanders. And then also, since it's my turn, I can search for a basic Pokemon. So I guess I'll take another Charmander, just so I can start stacking these dogs. Did I pass a Charmander? Yeah, there we go. So I got those 2. And basically, I think the whole point of the deck is you're just going to start evolving these guys. And let's see. Okay, I'll choose one of my basic Pokemon. I can put this guy onto him and skip the evolution. And I can't use this during my first turn. So then I get Pidgeot, and then I can use Quick Search. And I'm going to use Quick Search to grab the Charizard EX. Because it just lets me take any card. Yeah, this is a really exciting deck. And I have no energy cards, so I'm just going to kind of sit here with my Charmeleon. let's say he's down to 50 HP, and my opponent obviously evolved something or whatever, and now it's my turn, so I am going to use Quick Search to grab another Charizard EX. Yeah, there we go. Shuffle my deck. I know I'm going to be searching my deck a lot, so it doesn't really matter. So Charizard EX, Infernal Rain. I have to grab 3 basic fires and then attach them however I like. So 1, 2, 3. I'll put 1 on this Charizard, and then I'll put I'll put the other pair on this soon-to-be Charizard because I'm also going to evolve him. And now I get to do Infernal Rain again. Very cool. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Very epic. Yeah, this is a pretty balanced game, right? I'm just sitting here doing nothing. And let's see, what do I want to do? I guess I'll put 1 energy here. I'll put 2 on this guy because we obviously know what's coming next. And then I'll put 1 on my Pidgeot. And obviously I'll attack, kill whatever, and then next turn, yeah, I'll take a prize card, right, because I knocked out a Pokemon. Okay, cool. Then my opponent's turn, he's going to do some gay little attack, play Pidgeotto, and then I'll use Pidgeot to grab a Charmeleon, evolve that. And then, oh yeah, Artisan will let me search for a Pokemon that doesn't have a rules box. That kind of sucks. I guess I'll just take Moltres, because if I get an Ultra Ball, I can discard that and then search for anything. And then I'll use Iono, so let's see, puts it on the bottom of the deck. Okay, yeah, so I needed that to do that. I draw a card for each of my remaining prize cards. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. Okay, did I get anything? I don't think I can evolve that, because I did play that, didn't I? I don't remember. But anyway, I'm gonna pretend like I didn't. I'm gonna use Ultra Ball and discard, I guess these 2. And I'm gonna go search for a Charizard. Yeah, there we go. Now I get to go fish for 3 more fire energy. I think I've hit my limit at this point. Yeah, there's no more fire energies, so that's all the fire energies. I might have some of my prize cards, and that's one thing I kind of don't like about this deck, is it should have a little more fire energy, but whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna attach 1 to this Pidgeot, and I'll attach the other to this one. Very unequal distribution, but cool nonetheless. And then I KO something else, grab another prize. Okay, cool, an Ultra Ball. Next turn, I just have like all these useless fodder cards, and I just keep killing and keep killing and keep killing. And you can use only 1 of these per turn, but you can like keep searching for any card. So like, let's say, I don't know, I want Boss's Orders or like the Defiance Band. I'd probably just slap that on this guy to make him even stronger, and then you just kind of just lay down the beating. So yeah, this deck is really stupid. This feels like a Yu-Gi-Oh deck, because you saw how much searching I was doing. Like, I was just going through the deck to do this, to do that, to do this, to do that. It has a pretty intuitive playstyle. Like, you're going to be spending most of the game using Technical Machine or Rare Candy to just jump ahead to either Pidgeot EX or Charizard EX, which are both kind of self-serving. Like, this guy gets the energy online. This guy just kind of supports whatever game plan you have. Like, he'll just get you something, like if you need that Charizard or Charmeleon, he can help you build up to that. And you just want to put these guys on your bench so you can just start loading up energies. And yeah, this is a pretty cool deck. Makes me, like, man, the decks we had back in my day were just garbage. I think the Wave deck had like, it had Wigglytuff and then Kadabra and Starmie. Those are like the best cards in the deck. Those are base set, so like Starmie was like 60 HP, did 20 damage, but might paralyze on a coin flip. Like, wow, we've come a long way. I gotta say, I do like how Pokemon just kind of embraces being like this overpowered BS game where like, this is so dumb. This is like Yu-Gi-Oh, where you're just like searching my deck. Oh, once per turn I can search for any card. Oh, I play this guy, now I get 3 basic fire energies and just attach them however I want. Like, what? That is insane. I can't believe they actually did that. That's crazy. Wow. I think it's pretty cool though, honestly, if you ask me. If you ask me, I didn't think this deck would work because I looked at the list on the back of the box and it was like 10 fire energy. Because usually, even in Magic, you don't play like 10 lands unless it's some crazy strategy. But like this guy just really just puts everything where you need it, and the Pidgeot helps too. This is cool, and I can't wait to beat the crap out of my nephew with this because he has that one dual deck with like Rayquaza versus Noivern or whatever. And I told you guys I'm allowed to. No, I am not allowed to modify my decks. He can do whatever he wants. He made the because those decks are like a pair of 2 colored decks. He made them into like a quad colored deck. It's terrible, but it's really funny. It's adorable that he thinks it's really good because he put all the EXs in it and they like don't have the right energy or anything. But hey, it's his cards. I don't care what he does with them. But yeah, I'm gonna totally curb stomp him with this. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Anyway, hope you guys liked this. Listen to me just talk about card games can be very interesting for 2 whole people. But you know who you are. Yeah, that's a threat. You know who you are, and I'm glad you guys enjoy my stuff. And yeah, I don't know what else I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try and record more videos with this. I just gotta think and try and kind of figure out what I want to do. I have a few plans, stuff in mind. This Pokemon video is more just to test the hardware. The software I think is fine. The only issue I really have is like the light is kind of wacky because I have a lamp kind of giving light. It's coming up from the top here, and then I have a window to my right side, but it's not the most consistent light source because sometimes the clouds block it out, and yeah, you just gotta take what you can get. I'm just rambling now. I did that test hand, and that was pretty sweeto. So, thank you guys. Don't forget to thank Charizard. He's the coolest. He's the real mascot of Pokemon, not that little. Oh, yeah. It sometimes flips out when I do something like that. Hopefully, because I want to do some unboxing videos with this, obviously. Hopefully it doesn't mess up too badly, though. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate this. Let me know what you think of the video quality and the audio quality. I'm not like a professional, and I'm not even like remotely apt at this stuff, but I do appreciate when people like give me a heads up or give me some kind of constructive criticism, but you have to be polite and nice about it, okay? If your comments are mean, I will delete you and block you from the channel. I'm just joshing. Okay, anyway, you guys, thanks. I'm just rambling. So anyway, thank you for watching and have a totally nice day.